Welcome back. I'm Andrea Corella, licensed professional counselor and relationship consultant. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can incorporate more pleasure and play in your life and how you can cultivate more passion and intimacy with the one that you love most. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some actionable steps that you can take so that you can thrive and incorporate more spontaneity, creativity, and pleasurable activities that you can share with your partner in fun and easy ways. I will also be sharing with you helpful strategies on how you can give love and receive love more effectively by sharing with you in depth the 5 love languages and giving you some key actionable steps that you can easily implement to start giving your partner exactly what they need when it comes to love. And also, so your partner really understands how they can feed your love cup more easily. So let's just dive right in. So the first part that I'd like to share with you is how I came to come up with this exercise myself. In my own life with my husband, I was finding that we were both really busy. He was in a PhD program as well as working and running his business. I was running my business while I was also working a full-time job, and we were very busy. And it seemed that a lot of the activities that we shared with one another on the weekends was either running errands, taking care of business, or going to see a movie or going out to eat. And this became very monotonous and routine. And I started feeling like things could be a little bit more interesting. I was feeling a little bit bored, and I wanted to come up with creative ways that we could connect and really cultivate our lives in a much more powerful and playful way. So we sat down and we brainstormed all sorts of different fun activities that we would love to do. And no idea was a bad idea. We brainstormed and wrote down all sorts of things, from going hydro biking to kayaking to going on a trip to Catalina to going to the Japanese American Museum in LA, taking the metro into LA and going to a fun restaurant that was fresh and new and hip. And we came up with all sorts of creative ways, going to a cooking class, looking something up on Groupon that we could share together, going to do a couples massage. You name it, we wrote it down. And so what I would suggest that you and your partner do is follow the same plan and brainstorm together and come up with all sorts of fun activities that would really excite you and would really inspire you in your relationship with your partner. The next step that we took was implementation, and this is key because if you have a great idea, it doesn't really serve you if you don't do anything with it. So once you have some really great ideas, it's about plugging it into your calendar and making it a reality. So the next step that we took was opening up our calendars and coming up with blocks of time or days in the week throughout the course of months ahead. And we plugged in those activities one by one. We made reservations, we organized things, and we basically had a planning day for each month or each quarter so that we had everything already set up. And it was all set up, and then we started doing it, and life became so much more interesting. And really, there is time to do all these things and to make it creative and fun along the way. So I hope that this serves you as well as it has served us in our relationship. The next piece that I would like to share with you is how you can incorporate more passion and intimacy in your relationship. Gary Chapman, in his book, The 5 Love Languages, covers the different ways that we like to give and receive love. We typically have a primary and a secondary love language. So as I go through these examples of giving and receiving of love, I'd like you to think about which one is the one that if this was missing, you would really feel unloved. The first one is quality time. Quality time is where you have no distractions, that you share an experience with one another, and that you feel like that time is the most important thing, both to you and to your partner. It could be incorporating fun activities together that you share, or maybe just a conversation where you are being present with one another. So if this is your primary love language, this is one that you would definitely want your partner to understand. And your partner, in sharing quality time, can be really attentive to incorporating quality time moments and experiences and memories that could be really valuable for the partnership. The next love language is gift giving. For example, if this was missing, that your partner did not give you gifts or thoughtful gestures in this way, you would really feel unloved. So gift giving is where you give thoughtful gifts. Maybe you buy flowers, or you know that your partner really wants an iPhone, and maybe you give them a gift of that. It can be great, or it can be small. It could be giving a note and attaching a little thoughtful gesture. And these are ways of gift giving, both in providing that as well as receiving that from your partner. The next one is touch. If touch is not present, such as affection or physical touch, then you may feel really alone in the relationship or may feel neglected. So a way of incorporating touch and affection is through caressing, hugging, massaging, holding hands, kissing, having sex. These are all ways to nurture this love language for your partner. The next one is acts of service. If acts of service is your primary love language, for you it is really meaningful when your partner just washes the dishes without you even having to ask, or does the laundry, or takes your car in for an oil change. This really allows you to feel loved and nurtured and taken care of by the one that you love most. So these are some examples on how you like to receive love, and also some examples on how your partner can provide love in this way. The last one is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation is related to those tender terms of endearment or loving words and gestures that are so meaningful to you. It's music to your ears when your partner says, "Honey, I love you, you're beautiful," or "You're strong and powerful and amazing, and I admire you." These are ways that you can provide that love, and also if this is your primary love language, you probably know that this is something that you love to hear. So the next step that you and your partner are going to take is having a conversation on what your primary and your secondary love language is. And then you'll share that with your partner, ways that they can nurture that love language in the relationship. This will be a really exciting conversation, and you will walk away from it with some actionable steps that you can take to start giving and receiving love in a much more powerful way. Now, I hope you've enjoyed the content of this video and that you really walk away with ways that you can improve communication, intimacy, resolve conflict, and regulate emotions more effectively so that you and your partner can finally get on the same page. Now, I know for many couples that I work with, and many couples in general, we come up with all sorts of reasons and limitations and also life circumstances that get in our way. Sometimes time is an issue. We're busy, we're overwhelmed and overextended, and we feel that we'll get to it someday. And unfortunately, that someday may never come. So some couples may say, "I don't have enough time to invest or focus on my relationship." Let me ask you a question. How much time do you spend worrying or frustrated, dealing with conflict, and feeling like you are on two separate pages, speaking two different languages with your partner sometimes? Fortunately, you've invested time and energy into improving the quality of your relationship so that you can create a relationship you love. And the main difference that I've seen between couples that get the benefits and get the results that they want and couples that don't are the ones that invest the time, energy, and effort to make it a reality. So, congratulations to you that you are part of that. lump percentage. The next thing that couples may say is, I'll figure it out on my own. And the difference between couples that get support and expert advice versus ones that maybe get nuggets and bite sizes along the way is that those that get the support and guidance of something intensive get the best nuggets of wisdom, can easily and actionably implement, and don't waste a lot of time on unnecessary frivolous information. They actually get the results that they are striving for, specifically tailored to them and what they need, as opposed to just it being a be-all, end-all for everyone, and it may not resonate or specifically address the issues that you may be facing most. Another objection that couples can run up against is, it's not achievable or it won't happen for me. The reality is that if you have a step-by-step process and you have a roadmap, anything is achievable and anything is possible. Some couples say it will take too long. Now, I know that couples that don't get support along the way, it can seem like an eternity, and sometimes it is an eternity until results start to be seen or changes are made. Sometimes 1 year, 2 years, even 3 years or more. For me, I would like to be able to share with you a way that you don't have to wait so long. You can actually see results and probably have already seen the results just of these videos alone. As you've implemented them in your own relationship, you probably have started to see what is possible and how you can really create the relationship you love with the right guidance and support along the way, so that really things don't have to take that long at all. You can start seeing results right away now and in the future. Now, I share this with you because I'd like to share a training that's coming up. I'm going to be offering a free webinar to members of my community. In this webinar, I am going to be covering the 8 dimensions of intimacy. In the 8 dimensions of intimacy, you will be able to determine and identify where you are out of alignment in your life, how you can get in realignment, and how you can reconnect with your soulmate, so that you can enhance your well-being, transform your life, and nurture your heart more deeply. I look forward to catching you in the webinar that is coming up. Stay tuned and keep an eye out in your inbox so that you don't miss this amazing opportunity to tap into and expand the 8 dimensions of intimacy in your life and in your relationship. Take care.